going to attempt to do 2 videos in this, and then I'm going to say the numbers, but it's not going to be the packs. It's 48 and 49. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to, don't open those packs. If you're building a model, don't open them. You're not going to need anything inside of those 2 packs. We're going to have to go back in the past and get some parts and put them on the model. So why they did it this way, I don't know. But this is going to be continuing following the numbers, and we're going to get into preparing to paint the model. Yeah. Now, you don't have to paint it, but you're going to want to paint it, because by this time you went this far. That's going to be a video and a half out there. I got to paint it outside. Yeah. Yeah, the powers that be told me, you're not painting this model inside the house. I don't blame them. I would do it a little by myself. Okay, we'll continue on with the build.
Oh, thank goodness we're coming out of the asteroid field.
Let's get out of here. Ready for light speed? 1, 2, 3. It's not fair. Transfer circuits are working. It's not my fault.
Okay, I decided to go ahead and do number 46, which was in the back issue. They told us to put these parts, but we're going to go ahead and do that, put this on top of the model. And it comes with the gun ports, but they're not going to be assembled right here, and I want to do some painting on those, so put those aside. It does come with some screws and everything, so let's just go ahead and take a look at that. And what you're going to notice is on this one, there's a little notch. It goes right there. And there's a matching notch where you're going to line it up at. I'm going to put some glue on here. Let it glue and dry, and then we'll put it on the model. So I don't have a big hole sitting there in my model. Boy, boy, boy. I said I might as well get this one in now. It's this is what you do in 48, by the way. They tell you to put all the parts away in 48 and do 46. So I'm like, well, you know, I'm going to do it now. I mean, they have you put a lot of stuff aside, and that's how, you know, it's good God keeping track of all that stuff. I'm amazed so far. There's been some close calls now, folks. Some close calls. You hear the dog. You hear the dog. You hear that dog. That dog just... She's mad. She's mad right now. She's mad. She's mad hatter. The Basset Hound is getting mad. Things are not going a little Basset Hound's way right now. She got caught underneath the house, so she's upset that I went out there and got her. Glad she came out from underneath that house. If I had to go crawling underneath there to get that dog out, broke the gate. That's how she got out there. She always got to do something worthwhile to do. Got to get herself into something. I'm just going to put something down there. And here. And it goes like this. It just sits in there. I'm going to let this all glue. And then we'll come back and we'll put it on our friend over here. By that time, my main camera might be working. I hope so. Okay, the main camera's back working. What a difference, huh? Now, to get this in here, you have to kind of slide it past that piece that we glued down, and it's going to face exactly like you'll feel it lock in when it's actually set. But this will be pointing towards the back, line it up straight like that. Now we're going to flip her over and just bolt it down with the gray screws. So get all that out the way. Flip around town here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, flipping this thing around. You see, and notice I got my hand at the bottom. I'm trying to prevent this thing from falling. I guess I'll get one, you know, it would have been a good idea, but I didn't do it, to have one screw ready. But that's not how I operate. Oh, no, I'd rather fight it, you know. And get one screw in here. My hair is in the way, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure it stays lined up. It's got to fit in there with this little plugs. So I think I'm going to just, there we go. That's a nice one to get started. I'm going to hold it in there. And wow, I'll wait for the rest of it. Okay. Snap all in. Okay. Now they're all snapped in, I can go ahead and bolt them down. Screw them down. Oh. Okay. I got two of them. I just need a little helping hand. Going in. Let's see what your problem will be. It's this one. Oh, you see how you have to be careful? Now watch my screen too, don't hit it. Well, isn't that special? Let's see what's wrong with this thing. I'm gonna get it like this way and see if I can figure out why it doesn't want to go down over here. I don't know. I really do not know. Should. But it doesn't. It kind of went in a little, not like I wanted to. There we go. Just screwed in that time, so that was enough to get it in there. I'm making sure not to touch my plate. Put it down like this to make sure it's all good. Still got that going over here. All right. Oh, okay. I'll put that 46 piece in. It's looking good. It's looking good. right, if you thought the last piece was small, this piece is a little bit bigger. It's got a little square hole, and make your square orientation of this little bitty, teeny weeny tiny. It's just like this. It goes down with the circle in at the bottom, the curve in at the bottom. It's got a little square piece that fits right in there, and that should do it. Should do it. Oh Lord. Y'all wouldn't believe I swear I just had those here. I hate using these things. If any of y'all watch me build the Ghostbusters, y'all know the tweezers and I have had bad luck. I was gluing a part on the Ghostbusters, and the tweezers, I was squeezing it. The tweezers let go, the part flew all the way across the room. To this day, I did not find that part. I had a 3D print. To this day. Okay, we're going to kind of switch here. And I want to show you, this is the reason you number your bags. Because if not, you never figure out which screws go to which one. We got to find the screws 44 and 45. And let me show you what they are. They're these little small ones. Right here. You double can get lost. And you just... Now, I didn't come up with that genius idea. Todd McWilliams did. I'm sure glad I decided to follow him with it. And they go on each side right here. Well, I got to move the camera again. Whoa, Lord, I almost knocked the hole this way now. I got to bolt this loose. I've been trying to find that bolt. And I'm going to look for it after I knock everything down. They go here. Now, let's make sure we got the right side. You couldn't mess. You can't mess it up. I could. They fit right in both sides, so. So you can put one here. Okay. And you come over here. And we're gonna put one right there. And right there. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Look at it. 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 It worked. All right. Make sure it's flush. All right. Now I gotta go find the parts from 47, the screws from 47. So I'll be back. Okay, we found 47 pieces. That's the first piece we're going now. They got a long, get my right. They got a long end, they got a short end. Long end goes towards the model, short end goes away from the part. Two little holes for this thing. Took me a little while because the thing fell on the floor, and then the journey of finding it began. Okay, you gotta push it in, okay. All right, now the 7's in. Now 8's right here, and you can find 8 on the screws right there. And let me get it cut off, and we'll glue it into place. A lot of screw gluing in this step. Man, am I glad I numbered those bags. Oh. Anyhow. Need some more. All right. Put this in here. This in there. Okay. There we go. Okay. And you notice you got your little parts sticking out here, the little pegs. 1, 2. They go facing towards. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to. I gotta put the screen on because now we're gonna get into the parts you need for the painting. Okay, now you're gonna need to buy some paint, and one of them is the AS20 Insignia White. Now that's just a spray can. Let's see if I find one of those. Yeah, here it is. Well, I'll show you when we get back to the camera. But you need at least 3 cans of that. And then here are these different type of neutral gray. You need some thinners. So, but and he says on my model, I'm going to use, and that is what I plan to use on mine. Okay, so I will use the Insignia White. And here are some different colors that if you just want to go out and buy these colors, and you can. However, I invested a little and I ordered the Archive X acrylic paints. This set of 15 bottles, set 13, set of 15 bottles, 13 colors. Okay, and it's been made to match the as close as possible to the real model. So I thought it would just be a good idea to go ahead and get that. Now we're very close to wrapping up this. We'll be starting to paint, and then we're going to do the hull plating and frames and assembly on issue 50. But kind of wanted to get ready now. It's time to get ready to get your paints ready to paint the model. Now let me go over to the other camera here. Here we go. Okay, now here's your set of your Insignia White, and that's what we're going to be painting the whole base of the model with. This. And these are the Archive X acrylic paints, the set of the 13 paints. Now, these paints, you got to be, and I'm going to be explaining, I'm no expert airbrusher, but I'm no novice either. I'm enough to get the whole place wet, though. I'm self-painting at the same time, but that's a different story. This is all you're going to need. I'm going to leave a link of where you can buy these sets from them simply for this model. Okay. Now, y'all know I normally buy all my art supplies from Hobby, but these I had to order from overseas in England. They're the only ones that make this set. So, but I wanted to get it as close because at the time I was building the model, I had a buyer and they particularly wanted these colors. So, but now me and the buyer have decided to part ways because they're too picky. So, now but since I got it, I'm going to go ahead and use it. Ooh, woo, woo. Well, yeah. There we go. Yes. Okay, well, that is issue 48, 47. And, oh, heck, which ones did we do? That's how confused I am here because really didn't do it. Yeah, we did 48 and 49. That's what we did. But mostly what we did, we went back in the past and we got some sprues from other parts and started putting it on the bottom part of the model, the frame. So that's now it's just going to sit here in glue, and we got our paints ready. And I went and got. Where did it go? It was in a small space. We got an extra camera. It's going to feed into the phone while I film building the model outside. So I hope you subscribe and tell folks about this because there's a lot of things I do to bring my build to you guys. It's not just simply point, shoot, and forget about it. It's a lot of work. And the reason I do it is I want to share because I find a lot of folks on YouTube that, Chris Models, he did great with the paragraphics and you know, people like World of Wayne, when they actually build the model, they do a great job with that. But I keep seeing the finished product of it being painted, and nobody's filming how they're painting it. And so I decided, well, what the heck? I'm going to try that. I'm going to film it while I paint it, and we're going to go step by step. It's going to take a long time to finish the model because I want to paint the bottom part first, like I said before, and let it dry and let it sit. Because when I go to turn this son of a gun over to start installing those hulls and doing electronics, I do not want to have to turn it back upside down and film it being painted, because I know what's going to happen to those inside wires. We got a lot of mods on this channel. I mean, I got every one of them. Because, again, I had a buyer. I will be selling the model. I will not be keeping this model. I will be selling it, and locally, because I'm not shipping it, that's for sure. So yeah. It will be for sale. If you like Star Wars, it's a great model. And I think I know the place I'm going to sell it. I just got to convince my friend Jeff. Shouldn't be a problem. Until next time, I hope the good news is yours and you continue to watch the channel.
Thank you for watching.